Good morning, good morning,
Good
good morning.
morning.
And welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. In case you don't know what that means, it is the Build Your Online Business Show. So if you have a business or you know someone that has a business, girl, you is in the right place. And start tagging them friends because we all about our money over here. You guys, the conversation today, I am so excited for because it's all about courage. Courage. Everyone knows the first step into business and anything of your own, anytime you're trying anything new in life, has to do with courage. So, Miss B,
Yes,
tell them what we
God.
got coming up for them.
Good morning, everyone. I am Verlin Smith Randolph, the Rose of Audacity. Fear fighting Rose of Audacity. I don't want to leave that part out. And today, we're speaking again about courage. Courage. Do you have courage to fight your fears? And what is your courage color? Yes, courage does have a color. I have a brand new color system that belongs to me that was designed for me to help you. And that's what we're speaking about, Abby. We're going to talk about courage and how we need to fight our fears to regain the courage that we've lost, or even to just build your courage
And you
and
know what, Miss
confidence
B?
for
This
the road
world,
ahead. Yes.
this world is designed, and I hate to say it, and some people may not agree with me because a lot of the things that I say is very drastic, but it's here. I say these things to get our mind flowing. I feel as if us as women, I can't speak for men because I'm not a man and I've never been in a man's shoes. But from the time that I was born, this system has been in play to do nothing but take my courage away.
Mm-hmm.
From the time I was born, I was told what a woman's supposed to be like. But before it was a woman, it was a girl. This is how a girl is supposed to act. These are the things that a girl is supposed to do. Meanwhile, they would tell me these list of things, and in the book, I could never figure out what was the right or wrong way to do these things. And so, little by little, my courage was being nicked away like a piece of
Yes.
ice cube that somebody's keep pounding on. And it was such a little speck at times that I wouldn't recognize it. And so I got myself into certain positions and situations where I needed that courage and that was nowhere to be found. And if you found yourself in this same position at any given time of your life, make sure you go to bit.ly/bloom positive 2021, because when you are in a community that is supposed to just be there to seriously uplift and build you up and to give you that empowerment, sometimes we don't even know that we need someone to say, "Good morning, beautiful."
Right.
We
That's
don't
so
even
true.
sometimes know that. So, Ms. V, I really like that you have this and you are offering this. I'm going to say for anybody that's out there, please go ahead, start tagging your friends. Give me a like, give me a heart. Let's get this. Come on, y'all. This is such a beautiful topic. And in the comments, go ahead. What is your courage color?
And it has a color. It has a color. Initially, I went through pink. Pink represents perfection, fear of perfection, pushing through perfection. Because what is perfect? What is perfection? What's the scale for perfection? Can we all be perfect? What is perfect? Who is perfect?
Oh, these are good
We
questions.
have perfect, what we may perceive as perfect examples, but who is perfect? Because you may not hit the mark doesn't mean you lost, doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't. And then we have procrastination. Yeah, we can procrastinate. We can put it off to the point where it never gets done. We have green, get over what other people think. And Abby, I think that one is huge.
Yes. That's ooh. That
Getting
color
over.
green. Because
Getting over. Girl.
other people's comments, reactions, everything. And sometimes it's not even they directed towards you. Because what I know I get a lot of the times is people will tell my loved ones things about me and put that heat up under my loved ones. And then they put that up under me. They be like, so and so said this. Can you stop doing this? Because I don't really want to be bothered with X, Y. To get over what other people think.
It's a huge one. And then some of us carry that for a lifetime because of what someone has even spoken over us again and again and again and again. And we began to believe it, right? And then we be consumed with, well, they may think this or they may say that. And it just goes on, and that thing will beat you down. Always concerned about what other people think. What about what you think? What you really think about you? Outside of what others may have spoken of you that wasn't true, just to keep you bound. No, you're not that. You're not that. And we have to know how to fight and push through it. Because like I said, if we don't, it'll just bog us down. You see women walking around, their heads hung down. Why? And it's so sad. And a lot of times it's because they're believing what others had spoke over them. That was not true. But when you see that smile come on their face, when it begins to crack and break away, that I'm not what they said. No matter what I've done, right? I'm not what they said about me. You're beautiful. And this is why I call them the roses. Every rose is beautiful. I don't care what color it is. Every rose is beautiful. And it has a sweet scent. It has a sweet smell and the petals are soft. That's a woman. No matter what the exterior is like. The exterior may be hard, but that interior is soft as a rose petal. It really is. But she just has to believe that about herself. And that's one thing too I say about you, Abby. You just, when I was your age, girl, no. You are really the epitome of doing Ebony. And I respect you for that. And
Thank
you don't
you.
need to care about what others think. Because we have one life to live. He's given us one life. He didn't give me my life and Abby's life. Right? So you are entitled to live your life. And be the rose that you are. And just do your very best to be victorious over whatever happens. Whatever happens. And this is why I'm just so elated about your courage colors. Because a lot of women don't realize that they are facing fears. They just push it aside or press it down and keep moving. But fear will consume you. It can cripple you. It can make you sick. Can make you sick. I'd like to invite you to my Saturday Bloom Positive at bit.ly Bloom Positive 2021, where we meet here. We meet on Facebook on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. and we just discuss fear. And it's not a sad discussion because we're overcomers. We're overcomers. And a lot of us are pushing our way through. We're fighting our way through. Does that mean that fear will go away 100%? Absolutely not.
Fear ain't never.
It ain't going nowhere, but you have to know how to recognize it. And you have to know how to speak to it. And use the right tools and strategies to just like push them to the side and keep going. It works. It really works. I'm just excited about my Bloom Positive, and then my website is www.yourcouragecolorcom.com. And then take your fear assessment there on the main page. As soon as you hit the link, the main page comes up. Take your fear assessment. Doesn't cost you anything. And then you can schedule a call and we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation. And it's a safe place. You know what I mean? And then you'll be around women. You'll realize, too, that you're not the only one. You're not by yourself. And that's what we do, Ebony. We hold it in. Because we feel like no one understands. But they will.
Well, y'all know what? Fear, to speak on fear is crippling. Fear is so crippling. And fear will leave you so unhappy. So I've been trying to be myself for years, but I was always so concerned about, what other people would think about me and, who I was according to society, it just wasn't right. Even my friends, they would try to tone me down sometimes. They were like, girl, not here, and stuff. And I didn't want to embarrass my family. I wanted to, just look good for everybody else. And then I realized that when that depression hits, and I'm not sure if it's true for y'all, but when that depression hit me, it was me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
No matter how much somebody else wanted to come in and try to take my pain away or take away whatever I was feeling about myself away, none of that would go away until I gave myself that power to be able to overcome that stuff. Now, depression right there, what pulls me out of my depression is me knowing what it's going to look like not being depressed. And me not being depressed, I got to live for me. I got to do the things that I want to do. I got to do the things that's going to keep me going and the things that's going to keep me motivated. And it takes a community sometimes seeing other women that's going through their stuff, because that light at the end of the tunnel, that looks different for everybody, but the feelings that come with it, them emotions that come with it, now that right there is some powerful stuff, because I've seen a lot of women walking around smiling. Girl, what you smiling for? It's raining. And she be, just smiling. It's a good day. And I'm like, it ain't no good day. It's raining. But she living that day for her.
Right.
She's inserted things in that day that was going to put a smile on her face, no matter what the weather, no matter what somebody else threw at her, no matter what. And I wanted that badly. Living unapologetically me has been the best decision of my life. And for Miss V, yes, and for Miss V to be over here teaching other women that it's okay to live in your truth. And sometimes we don't even know what our truth looks like, because it's been in that locked and key box for such a long time that we being fearful of something that's about to make us great. And when we are great and when we are happy internally, you go to the grocery store with a pep in your step talking about something. Let me go get them Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing to have that joy for you, to have that happy for you, to have that pep for you. Because I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like getting your happy back once you've lost it. There's nothing like getting that happy back or getting that joy back. Whatever your happy is, whatever your joy is, it belongs to you. And no one has the right to do that. And this is why I say bloom, baby, bloom. You can bloom right where you are. You can bloom right where you are. And you're right, Abby. Just living under somebody else's umbrella, doing the things the way they think you should do it.
Claustrophobic.
Girl, no. My free spirit. Girl, yes, don't do it. You don't have to do it. Be you. Unapologetically, like she said. Be who you are. And if you need help, help is available. You can go to bit.ly, Bloom Positive 2021.
I even spell positive.
Join us on Saturday.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and fix that. Ain't nobody in the comments correct me.
What,
Y'all
baby?
should, I did not spell positive right. I gotta fix myself.
I'm just excited, Abby, to
I'm
be
gonna be
able
there
to help.
on Saturday. And I'm gonna let y'all know why I'm gonna be there. It's not a one and a done type of thing. I want to be very honest with you guys. Being on this journey that I'm on, it's never been just the one and done. It's never been I've done the work, now I can stop. Because anytime I would start to start, it will put me right back at square one. And each time I learned a valuable lesson, never stop working on me. So never leave a community where being me is a priority.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be there on Saturday because sometimes I need that reminder. And like I said, happiness is contagious. And this world, I remember thinking that I looked up to people who I thought were happy and that I thought I wanted to be like. Only for me to turn into an adult and realize that they ain't even like who they were. Do y'all hear how deep that is?
Yeah.
As a child, I looked up to people that I wanted to be, only to become an adult and realize that they didn't even like who they were because they were never being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that. When I think about bitterness and I think about jealousy and I think about envy and all of that starts with the word fear. All of it starts with the word fear. We can't be fearful. Too many women have come before us and fought for us to be able to have this position that we are in. And the world, they always gonna have something to say about how you should do things, that if you are a religious woman, that this is how you should look, that if you are a free-spirited woman, this right here is how you should look. No, can't nobody define how nothing looks but you.
That's it.
Yes. And when you are living in that truth and you are living in that awakening of you and you're placing yourself first, because as a child, I was taught not to be selfish. But as an adult, I'm realizing that being selfish is what's going to keep me going. Being selfish to my needs. Because before I take out somebody else's trash, I got to take out my own. Because if I don't, that trash is going to get overfilled and my house is going to start to stink.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm going to be there on Saturday. I want to make sure that I'm always taking out my trash and I'm always putting that work into myself. Because at the end of the day, I have come to realize that I am worth that. I am worth an hour a week. I am worth 2 hours a week of just me time.
That's it.
And it's also good for the people around me to see that. My best friend came down and she was saying, everybody I know wanted me to cancel my nail appointment. And I told them no. And if I would have been the girl I was 5 years ago, I'd be like, girl, just cancel it. And just reschedule like everybody said. It ain't that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm in this, I said, I'm glad you didn't cancel your stuff, because if you didn't take out your own trash,
there you go.
Nobody else would have been there to do that.
Right.
So I'm glad you did what you needed to do to look at yourself every morning and feel like that Wonder Woman that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because something as simple as getting our nails done, getting our hair done, putting on that lipstick, putting on that lip gloss, putting on that earring, looking at ourselves in the mirror, all of that takes to play. When y'all go for y'all job interviews, think about any job interview you have ever been to. You make sure you look good, you look confident and everything else like that. If you look good in that mirror and you know your outfit is good, you know your hair is laid, you in that interview saying, I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Oh, this head all the way up high. And
you're doing that for the job interview. But putting that lipstick on for you can make a world of difference. I don't care how sad you are. It might just be the lipstick that help you get through the day. You know? It could be something as simple as lip color to help you to get through that day. Even though you're scared, even though you're afraid to
Heart
face
pumping like,
what's there. Right. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. And it just may be something as simple, like you said, as lipstick to get you through that day. Some may not admit that, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So you can go to bit.ly/bloompositive2021 on Saturday mornings. And let's just have a conversation and talk about the courage and the confidence that was lost through fear and how we had to fight back. Because what it will do is encourage others. It will inspire another woman. It will do so. And you also are invited to go to my website and take your free courage assessment. And that's at www.yourcouragecolor.com and take your free courage assessment and just see how you fit in. Because we won't admit it that we're dealing with something like that. It's hard for us to admit, but it's there.
We think it's weakness. Nobody wants to show weakness.
That's right. And I always have to be strong. And if I don't feel strong, I have to look strong.
And that shit is tiring. Can we just be for real? Golly. Pretending for other people.
Yes.
Oh, that would have you drained before 9 o'clock in the morning. That pretending, y'all, that trying to just, that is just, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And then when we fake it, we got to keep faking it because now we got them used to this fake person. Y'all ever had to put on a different act for a different group of people?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is exhausting too.
It is.
And when you young, you don't mind it so much. You know, like when you in your teens, you just do it so easily and so effortlessly. It's just like, whoop. And then when you hit the first kids, you be like, you know what, y'all? I'd rather just stay home with this baby. At least I ain't got to fake it. And then we get so caught up in the babies because now we can be ourselves that then we done lost who we were. But stop pretending. Today, do something.
Right.
Do something for you. Go to bit.ly/bloompositive2021. If you don't do nothing else for yourself today, do that. Do that. I guarantee you, you will not regret that decision.
Not at all. And the thing is, it's enlightening to see. Is that why I'm feeling like this? And then you start asking your questions, why? How did it come about? Where did it come from? How did I let it go so long? Because you didn't recognize it. And we're so used to sweeping it aside and pressing it down. I'll deal with it later. And then by the time later comes, you have 7 roses. And you have to work through all of that. Well, I won't say they're roses at that particular time, but each time you conquer one of those levels of fear, you will have a rose. And by the end of it all, you'll have a sweet bouquet.
Even a black rose is beautiful.
Even a black rose is beautiful. It's still silky and soft, and it still has a sweet scent. And it still has a value.
Think it's dead. Yep, even when you think it's dead, when it's on its way gone. A rose is
still a rose.
I love the fact, yes, I love the fact that you use the rose, because at every stage of a rose is beauty. Mm-hmm. Every stage, no matter what the color is. Even when we put our man-made stuff on them, they still beautiful. Even when they're going through the lifespan of themselves, they're still beautiful. And if we could see the beauty in a rose at every single stage. And we can see the uniqueness in the rose at every given stage. We can see that in you too.
Mm-hmm.
And you got that in you too. It's just that you've been trying to protect it, but because you thought that other people was gonna harm it. Well, what you didn't
Right.
know was that was your body armor.
Exactly what it is. It's just like when you see the rose and it buds, it's so tight, right? And after a while, it begins to open more and more and more until it's in full bloom. And then you may have another rosebud that never opens, right? If you get a dozen roses, there may be one that never opens. She may try. You'll see it try to open, but it never gets to full bloom. That doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be you. There is help available. I didn't know that there was help available when I was going through that. But I vowed once I came through, I would help others. And I would help others to be able to help others. And that's what it's about. That's about bringing others along the journey. Because there's so many of us that's bound by fear, and we don't have to be. We don't have to be. So you can come along with us on this journey to healing and fighting fear and being free of this thing and help to free other women. Go to bit.ly/Bloom Positive 2021. Join us on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. and we will welcome you with open arms. Just sit and talk. Come on in the Zoom room. You can chat with us or perhaps even come up on the panel if you like. I would love to have that. So today, I'd like to thank you once again for joining us and with my beautiful Abby. That's my girl. That's my doll. And Bloom, baby, bloom. Bloom, baby, bloom. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday morning. Thank you.